Hey guys, welcome back to Film Title. Today we'll talk about the most nauseating moments on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 1. Keratoacanthoma. Keratoacanthoma, referred to as swollen and red bump. Lee said these kinds of smaller carcinomas aren't life-threatening, but can certainly grow rather quickly and can therefore be scary to the patient. To treat the bump, Lee performed a minor surgery in the area, which resulted in a gaping bloody hole in the patient's head. Following the procedure, Lee said she used sutures to close up the hole. She also shared a picture of the clean, straight scar going down the back of the patient's head. The last image in the series shows his head after a bit of healing, when the scar is basically non-existent. He healed really well from it, Lee wrote. Number 2. A Gushmore cyst. Fans dubbed Dr. Pimple Popper's cyst pop Mount Gushmore because it was so pleasurable. Dr. Sandra Lee checked the patient's silver dollar-sized cheek cyst in a YouTube video posted last Wednesday and stated it felt hard. According to Harvard Health Publishing, skin cysts can occur for 2 causes. Some arise when skin cells burrow beneath the surface and multiply, forming a sac filled with keratin, a yellow liquid-like substance. A cyst can also form when oil produced by skin glands become trapped beneath the skin, generating a thick, cheese-like material. Lee said in the video that she initially saw a picture of the man's cyst in June, and that by his checkup in late October, it had grown dramatically. When I looked away, it just squirted a little, like it was speaking up, Lee explained. She then went to work. Lee used a small blade to make a little incision on top of the cyst to treat the man. It immediately ejected a thick white material because the cyst was under pressure due to inflammation. Lee said the reaction happened swiftly. Lee used her fingers to squeeze on both sides of the cyst orifice after it had emptied a little on its own. More pus, as well as a tiny amount of blood, poured forth. The fat mass was then held in place by a sac inside the cyst, which Lee had to remove. She described the situation as problematic since the patient's body liquefied the cyst, making it difficult to locate the sac. Lee was able to clip away the sac and sew up the incision with the help of a blade, tweezers, and scissors. Because the incision was nearly half an inch deep, Lee also gave the patients antibiotics to avoid infection. It's like a hidden pocket where you don't know where the opening is, and you have to mess about a little bit, Lee explained in the video. She also stated that eliminating these little lipoma fragments is critical because if she doesn't, they may regrow. Lee employed surgical stitches to cover the cavity left in the patient's skin after she removed all of the lipoma. Number 3. Shamu the Whale. Lee shared an up-close and personal video of how she treated the patient's pillar cyst, which is a lump filled with white-colored protein keratin. The video showed Lee draining the bloody cyst after she cut it open. As a white liquid-filled bubble came out of the hole, Lee said it reminded her of Shamu, the orca who used to perform at SeaWorld. "Keep it poppin'," she wrote in the caption of her Instagram post. Pillar cysts are the most common type of cyst and usually develop on the scalp. According to the National Institutes of Health, less than 10% of the population gets pillar cysts. They typically aren't cancerous. Number 4. Teresa. Dr. Sandra Lee has been working hard to guarantee that she's always available for her patients, no matter what is going on in the globe. Dr. Lee met Teresa, a patient with a cyst-like growth on her wrist, in the most recent episode. Teresa said that the tumor on her wrist has been present for over 9 years. It all started when she twisted her wrist, she believes. She developed a pea-sized growth as a result of the encounter. Teresa noted that the growth was expanding in size once she became pregnant, and it stayed that way for a number of years. Teresa assumed it was a cyst since it would drain once it grew large enough. Teresa indicated that the growth would enlarge as the fluid within it will fill it up. Once the fluid has reached its full capacity, it will drain itself out. The fluid, on the other hand, will gradually begin to fill up again. Teresa was adamant that it was a cyst. Teresa revealed that she had previously visited the doctor, who advised her that the lump was a cyst. She chose to operate after taking scans and x-rays. Teresa, on the other hand, was unconvinced by the doctor and decided against the procedure. Teresa's ganglion cyst, according to Lee, could be one of the possibilities. She alluded to the likelihood of the fluid being gathered in this manner. Dr. Lee, on the other hand, stated that she wanted to meet Teresa in person and that she was looking forward to doing some tests to confirm the diagnosis. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.